How do you know when to walk away from a deal? Because we're in sales, right? Everyone's an opportunity. If a homeowner has a roof, they're my ideal customer because you're watching a channel whose mission is to help you smash your income goal and give every customer an amazing experience. And I'm about to teach you about when to walk away from a deal. The 3 checkboxes that when you go through these, you're either gonna tell yourself, yes, I need to be done with this person before it gets too deep, or 2, I need to do a better job and I need to pursue this deal in this opportunity like my livelihood depends on it, because it does. So welcome back. Adam Bensman here. And I want to say thank you to Moses. Moses suggested this video by dropping a comment on YouTube on the video that he was watching saying, Adam, can you help us figure out when is the right time to walk away from a deal? Because I know what it's like. Sometimes you're getting that gut feeling and you're like, I need to walk away from this before I get too deep, but am I leaving money on the table? Did I shortchange myself? And we second guess ourselves with the metaphorical look over the shoulder. So in this video, watch it all the way to the end so you'll know next time you're in the situation, run through those 3 and you're gonna say, okay, green light to pursue, red light, get rid of them. All right, now let's lay some groundwork. Number 1 is that not everyone is your customer. And I hear at live events a lot, people drilling me with questions and objections, which are all great, by the way. And then some of them, I'm like, they're not your customer. Like if that's the situation, I'll give you an example. What if after you've gone through everything, they say, I don't care, the other guy will pay my deductible. And there's nothing you can say that will convince me otherwise. And if you've done everything the right way, then it's just great. They're not my customer, we're gonna move on. Because we're trying to chase a deal that's never going to materialize into a deal because they're just not your customer and you need to move on. Likewise, on the retail side, you get that customer that says, all I want is the cheapest estimate no matter what, period. I don't care, don't try to sell me anything else. I just want a number, I just want the cheapest estimate. There's always someone willing to do it cheaper, and so long as you go through all these steps, if they don't see the value and you've done everything you can, you just need to move on. But it's not always that simple now, is it? Reality check number 1 is that not everyone is your customer. You have to be really clear about who that is. So we'll get to that here towards the end of this video. And rule number 2 is that there are 2 types of customers. Customers that either fuel your energy and they invigorate you, excite you, you love working with them, they send you referrals of more great people just like them. And then the second type of customer are those that just suck the lifeblood out of you. You know the type that when you see their name on caller ID, your heart sinks and you got to give yourself the pep talk to answer, and they drain your motivation and they drain your energy and your enthusiasm, and they become this massive time suck. And all those finite resources, if you take that customer and they drain you this much, this is energy that gets taken away from all of this positive work in sales and income that you could have served and earned. So let's get through these 3 checkboxes now. Checkbox number 1, is the homeowner aware of the problem and have they taken ownership of the problem on the roof? Now, roofing sales has this problem in and of itself where much of the mainstream sales teaching is sell solutions, sell solutions. We offer free inspections. We'll walk you through the process. The insurance will pay for it. You'll get a roof practically free and yada, yada, yada. We'll make it so easy. We're just vomiting solutions. On the retail side, we have the best business, best product, best service, best warranty, best blah, blah, blah. And we're selling solutions. But remember, without a problem, you cannot present a solution. People only seek solutions to problems that they have. So the homeowner must be aware of that problem, meaning the damage on their roof, the condition of their roof, and they need to take ownership of it. And if you're unfamiliar with how to do that, there's a video I'm going to link at the top of this one called Never Tell a Homeowner Their Roof is Damaged. This is how we present everything and get them to take ownership of the problem. So checkbox number 1. Is the homeowner aware of the problem and have they taken ownership of the problem? And if the answer is yes, then we need to move on because that's a good sign. If the answer is no, then we need to say, did I do everything that I could? And if you did, then at this point, you just know right off the bat, this is not my customer. If they don't think there's a problem and they're not taking ownership of it and they just don't care, you can't present a solution to that type of person. Stop wasting your time. Now, checkbox number 2. Does the homeowner truly understand the consequences of not doing anything? This is where many salespeople fall short. Retail side, for example, homeowner calls in, they want an estimate for the roof because they're planning ahead financially and they got to replace the roof in 5 to 7 years. That homeowner is someone that, again, they're smart, they're savvy, they're like a good human being. They're just proactive, living life and planning ahead. But what they don't realize is that the price of roofing will nearly double every 5 years in today's economy. By the way, if you want more on that, click the link at the top of this video that talks about using legitimate urgency to help close sales, especially retail sales. That's the homeowner understanding the consequences. That has to be communicated appropriately. Does the homeowner understand? If yes, then great. This might be a prospect that we can keep and continue chasing and pursuing. And if not, then we need to say, okay, is it something that I fell short on or not? And if it is, then you need to go back and try to redeliver that message. So again, first one, are they aware and do they take ownership of the problem? And then number two, do they understand the consequences of not taking action? Checkbox number 3, this is the fun one. Are they my ideal customer? Now, everyone is different, and I want you to define who is your ideal customer. The easiest way to do this is to go look back and pick out your 3 to 5 top favorite people that you work with and define them as a persona, as a character. So I'll give you an example. Peggy is my ideal customer. She lives in a home with a 35 to 50 square roof. She is proud of her home, loves living in her neighborhood. She's proactive, and taking care of her home is a top priority. She sees value in this, and she is a total joy to work with. We get along great, and I can't wait to serve them. Okay, so that's again just a persona of my ideal customer. Now, there's times that they may fall out of range just a little bit. Like maybe the next prospect has a 30 square roof and not 35. That's okay if they check all the other boxes. But if they are in a 12 square townhouse, for example, and I'm dealing with 2 other property owners on both sides, and they're an hour and a half away, and they're kind of cheap, and they don't see the value, and you're like, oh, is that the customer that I really want to be spending time with? Or you show up, and again, they check all the boxes, 35 to 50 square roof, they live in that right neighborhood, and you're excited about it, but the person just says, I don't care what you have to say, all I want is the cheapest estimate, no matter what, I want you to eat my deductible. The other guy said he'll eat my deductible. There's nothing you can say that'll change my mind. And if you've tried everything, they're not your ideal customer. So even if they were aware of the problem and took ownership of it, and if they understood the consequences, if they didn't check the box of being your ideal customer, move on. If they are your ideal customer, then you must do some self-reflection and say, where did I fall short in my sales experience? How do I deliver the right message? How do I communicate more clearly? How could I ask better questions to help this homeowner see the value and choose me as the contractor of choice? And if you need help doing that and closing deals, then I'd love to support you because I've helped thousands of folks solve the very same sales challenges that you might be facing right now. And we can do that inside my program called the Roofing Sales Success Formula. You can learn more by clicking the link in the description or texting the word DEMO, D-E-M-O, to 303-222-7133. Now, once you go through these 3 check boxes, are they aware of the problem and do they take ownership of it? If they did, continue. If not, do your best or cut them loose. Number 2, do they understand the consequences? If yes, move on. If not, double check yourself, try to communicate and continue. And then number 3, are they your ideal customer? If they're not your ideal customer, remember, your time, your energy, and your enthusiasm is a finite resource. It is up to you to covet that resource and invest it in the right places because the right customers, the good customers, the great customers have friends, family members, coworkers, and neighbors that are just like them that can fill your pipeline and fill your cup of energy so you, my friend, can smash your income goal and give every customer an amazing experience. Now, I hope this helps you pursue the right people each and every time without a shadow of a doubt. So thanks for joining me in today's video. And just because our time here is about to wrap up does not mean your and my time has to. So if you haven't yet done it, I highly recommend you hop into my free training center right here and then watch this video on using urgency to help close some sales. And you can hop into that one right here. I will see you on the next video.